Hello and welcome. Welcome to your new class. Class number 127. And I'm going to start where I left off yesterday. Left off, lo enseñaré mucho por aquí. Donde lo dejamos ayer, donde lo dejé ayer. I'm going to start where I left off yesterday with vocabulary list number 11. But quickly through the list. Mucho, muchos, a lot of. Zona, área, extensión, geográfica, area. Principiante, beginner. Rubio, blonde. Librería, bookshop or bookstore, bookshop. Mantequilla, butter. Queso, cheese. Claro, transparente, clear. Transparent, clear. Vaca, cow. Moo, cow. Hija, daughter. Diferente o distinto, different. Abajo o hacia abajo, down, up and down. Altibajos, ups and downs. El este, to the east, east, west. North, south, east, west. Elefante, elephant. Ojo, eye. Incendio, fire. Niebla, fog. F-O-G, fog. Yes. Con niebla o con... Yes, is foggy. England is a foggy country. Foggy, fog. Amigo, friend. Fíjate en la pronunciación. Friend. No digas friend. Friend. He's a friend of mine. She's a friend of mine. I'm a friend of yours. You're a friend of mine. Garaje. Garage or garage. The British, garage. First syllable. You stress the first syllable. US and Canada, garage. Pequeño, little. Yes. Little is the opposite of big. And little is the same as small. But little also means poco o un poco. Tengo un poco. I have a little. Tengo muy poco. I have very little. Tengo un poco de tiempo, no hay problema. I have a little time. Tengo muy poco tiempo, lo siento. I have very little time, I'm sorry. I don't have much time. I have very little time. Leche, milk. There isn't any milk on the table. There isn't any milk in this room. Marta, is there any milk in this room? No? Well, there's a small refrigerator over there. Neverita tiene ahí. Is there any milk in... Marta, no se priva. She always has everything perfect. Marta, is there any milk in that refrigerator? There isn't. Are you sure? What is there in the refrigerator? Nothing. It's empty. Okay. Come on, Marta. Is there any water in the refrigerator? No? Are there any strawberries? Fresas? No. Are there any cherries in the refrigerator? Cerezas, cherries? No. Is there any ham in the refrigerator? No, there isn't. Is there any bread in the refrigerator? No, there isn't. What is there? There's a watermelon. Do you think hay una sandía? All right, well, after the class, we'll have some, I'm hungry. We'll have some watermelon. Okay, so there is nothing in the refrigerator except a watermelon. The watermelons are big, Marta. That refrigerator's miniature. It's a miniature refrigerator. But there isn't any milk in that refrigerator. All right, página, page. Edad, age. Borde, edge. Cobrar o cargar, precio, charge. Grande, large, big, or large, large. All right, precio, price. What's the price? How much is it? The price. The price is right, the price. To pay the price. You have to pay the price. To learn English, you have to pay the price. But Richard, what's the price? Hard work, effort. Yes, pero vale la pena. It's stimulating, hard work and effort. Price. Ahora, fíjate, para decir premio, Los hispanohablantes soléis decir precio cuando queréis decir premio. Price, claro, la C al final de price, escrito price, es como una S fuerte, price, price. Mientras que premio, los premios Nobel, por ejemplo, Nobel Prize, Zaragoza, Zarzuela, Prize. Estos sonidos son importantes en inglés, ¿eh? Igual que en francés. En francés, poisson is fish. Poison is poison. Poisson, poison. So you need to be careful. Poisson. All right, precio, price. Tema, subject. El tema de hoy, the subject for today is English. The subject. Subject tiene varios significados. Subject es el sujeto de una frase. The subject, the verb, the predicate. Subject. Subject is tema. But subject is súbdito de un rey, the king and his subjects. All right. So, grueso o espeso. Thick. Thick. Me gusta las cremas de verduras. Very thick. I like thick. 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 Grueso. This isn't a thick book, but this is a thick book. Y recuerdes que estoy un poco thick. Estoy un poco espeso de mente. All right. Finished. Unit 16. Wow. Yeah. This is class, I think, 127, right, Marta? Yeah. All right. Unit 16. There are 35 units, which means if we're starting Unit 16 in class 127, we'll start Unit 32 in class 254. Dios mío. Maybe we can go faster. A lo mejor podemos ir más rápido. But I prefer not to. I prefer not to go. To be or not to be. To prefer or not to prefer. To go or not to go. I prefer not to go too fast because, as I tell you every day, this part is more important than this part in everyday effective communication. No menosprecies la base, por favor. Y todo el mundo lo hace. Quieren ir por aquí, porque eso estimula. Oh, yeah. But we use this material twice a week when we speak. We use this 2 times or twice per minute when we speak. En términos de frecuencia de uso, esto tiene 1000 veces más importancia que esto. It's very important to be absolutely a master of the basics. A master of the basics. Maestro de lo básico. Fractions and percentages. 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/10, 1/11, 1/12, 2/3, 3/5. 3/5 is the same as, is the same as, is the same as, is the same as 60%. 2/5 is the same as 40%. 1/10 is the same as 10%. 12.5% is the same as 1/8. 87.5% is the same as 7/8. 50% is the same as 1/2. All right, it's easy. It's easy. 210, 320, 320, 401, 401. 997, 997, 9,997, 9,900, and. Say, entre 1000 y 100 no hay and. 9,900. No se dice 9,900. 9,997. All right. It's easy. 3,000 books. 3,000 books. 3,000 libros. O lápices. 3,000 pencils. 3,000 lápices. 3,000,000 lápices. Marta's dropping pencils. 3,000 pencils. 3,000,000 pencils, 3,000,000,000 pencils. Y recuerda que un billón en inglés son 1,000 millones, no un billón. All right. So, 3,000 pencils, 3,000,000 pencils, 3,000,000,000 pencils, 300 pencils. But here there are 20 pencils only. 20 pencils. 3,510. All right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What day comes after Wednesday? Thursday. What day comes after Thursday? Friday does. What day comes after Friday? Saturday does. And what's the last day of the week? The last day of the week is Sunday. Well, but in the United States, sometimes the calendar starts on Sunday. So the last day of the week is Saturday. Yes, but normally the last day of the week is Sunday, and the first day of the week is Monday. The second day of the week is Tuesday. The third day of the week is Wednesday. The fourth day of the week is Thursday. The fifth day of the week is Friday. The sixth day of the week is Saturday. And the seventh day of the week is Sunday. Sunday. God needed 6 days to create the earth, and he rested on Sunday, the seventh day. All right, January. The first month is January. February, new. January. I'm wearing a white shirt. I'm not wearing a hat. January. January, February. Why January? February, March, April, pencil, remember? Pencils, April, pencil. ¿Cómo se dice toro en inglés? Bull. April. El toro de abril. The April bull. Rima. April. No digas April. Ni pencil. April pencil. April pencil. All right. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. All right. And this is the year 2020. I was born in 1951. Marta was born. Marta, when were you born? Okay. She says she was born in 1992. All right. Were you born in 1992? She says she was born in 1992. And Natasha? When was Natasha born? Well, Natasha's 28, so she was born in 1992 like you, Marta. Natasha and Marta were born in the same year. What month were you born in? ¿Qué mes naciste en? En inglés se dice así. No en qué mes. What month were you born in? In February. So you were born, okay, you were born in February 1992. So you're 28. And when were you born, Natasha? She says she was born in March. So she's 28 too. All right. But Marta is 1 month older than Natasha. Natasha's 1 year younger. 1 month. 1 month younger than Marta. But they're the same age. They're the same age. All right. And when was Anna Barghini born? When was she born? She's 27. She was born in 1993. She was born 1 year after Marta and Natasha. What month were you born in? She says she was born in November. Wow. Anna, what day were you born on? She says she was born on November 11th. All right. I was born on November 9th. I'm a Scorpio. She's a Scorpio. Scorpio women are dangerous. Be careful. Scorpio men, no. But Scorpio women, yes, are very dangerous. I know from experience that Scorpio women are dangerous. All right? Scorpio women and Pisces women are dangerous. All right? She was born in March. What day were you born on? She was born on March 10th, in the middle of Pisces. So she's a dangerous woman, and she's a dangerous woman, because she's Scorpio and she's Pisces. Two dangerous women. I need to be careful with Anna and with Natasha. All right, so shall we continue? What time is it? It's 10:25. What time was it 5 minutes ago? Well, if it's 10:25 now, then 5 minutes ago it was 10:20. And what time was it 10 minutes ago? Come on, that's a silly question. If it's 10:25 right now, that means 10 minutes ago it was 10:15. And 30 minutes ago? If it's 10:25 now, well, now it's 10:27. Time is progressing. And that means it was almost 10 o'clock 30 minutes ago. A half hour ago or half an hour. Hay dos formas de decir media hora. Half an hour es lo que yo recomiendo, or a half hour. Los americanos muchas veces dicen a half hour, pero lo estándar y lo recomendable es half an hour. Half an hour ago. All right, it's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock sharp. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 p.m., 3 a.m., 2 p.m., 2 a.m., etc. All right. Yes. Do you remember my trip? The trip I'm planning? I'm planning to go to Israel and back. First, I'm going to go to Barcelona, and then to Genoa, and then to Pisa, and then to Florence, and then to Siena, and then to Perugia, and then to Rome, and then to Naples, and then to Sorrento, and then to Brindisi, and then to Iguinitso in Greece, and then to Ioannina, and then to Kalambaka. I forgot Kalambaka in the last class. And then to Delphi, and then to Athens, and then to Mykonos, and then back to Athens, and then to Tel Aviv by plane. I will fly to Tel Aviv, and then to Jerusalem, and then to Tiberias on the Sea of Galilee, and then to the Dead Sea, El Mar Muerto, and then I'll drive to Haifa, and then to Tel Aviv, and then I'll fly to Istanbul, and then I'll go to Sofia, or Sofia in Bulgaria, se pronuncia Sofia, and then I'll go to Belgrade, Serbia, and then I'll go to Zagreb in Croatia, and then I'll go to Ljubljana in Slovenia, and then I'll go to Trieste in Italy, and then I'll go to Venice, and then I'll go to Verona to visit Luigi and Anna, and then I'll go to Milan, and then I'll go back to Genoa, and then I'll take a train to Marseille, and then from Marseille I'll take a train to Barcelona, and then finally I'll come back to Madrid. I live in Madrid. So, and then, y después. Aquí habla de Paula Eisenbach. Paula Eisenbach is going to start her vacation tomorrow morning. Y ahí habla aquí, and then, o sea, ella junto con el chico americano Tom. Dangerous, Tom is dangerous, more than Anna and Paula. No, Paula Eisenbach, no, and Natasha Zarakovich. So, y aquí van a ir a París y lo explica todo. Y fíjate cómo se dice and then, para decir y después. Y esto puede ser en el futuro o en el pasado. El año pasado fui primero a Nueva York, después a Filadelfia, y después a Washington, y después a Carolina del Sur. First, veremos el pasado muy pronto. First I went to New York, and then to Philadelphia, and then to Washington, and then to South Carolina, etc. And then. No digas after. Existe una expresión afterward, pero es un poco más rebuscado. We say and then. La palabra later, más tarde, later means más adelante, pasa un tiempo. No es y después. And then. Y no tienes que decir and, then, etc. All right. Yes. Past continuous. All right. Now listen. The lighting is always bad on these things. Paula Eisenbach. Primero voy a hablar en el futuro. Con going to. Voy a hacer esto, ella va a hacer aquello. Vamos a ir a la playa mañana. Eso es el futuro con going to. Lo que yo llamo futuro intencional. Expresar my intentions. Listen. Paula Eisenbach. You remember Paula? She's the German girl. Paula Eisenbach is going to start her vacation tomorrow morning. She's going to rent a car. To rent, alquilar, rentar. Dicen en México rentar. She's going to rent a car and drive to Paris. Yes. A ver si tengo mejor luz aquí. She's going to rent a car and drive to Paris. She's going to go to Paris with her friend Tom. They're going to spend, ellos, they're going to spend 3 days in Paris, and then they're going to drive to Monte Carlo, where they're going to stay for 2 nights. Then they're going to drive to Italy, where they're going to visit Pisa, Florence, and Venice. They're going to stay about 6 days in Italy. Then they're going to drive back to Germany through the Austrian Alps. They're going to stay 1 night in Innsbruck, and then they're going to drive back to Heidelberg. All right. Recapitulando un poco. Paula Eisenbach is going to start her vacation tomorrow. She's going to drive to Paris with her friend Tom. They're going to stay 3 nights or 3 days in Paris, and then they're going to drive to Monte Carlo. They're going to stay 2 nights in Monte Carlo, and then they're going to drive to Italy. And they're going to visit Florence, Pisa, creo que también, Pisa, Florence, ¿qué más? And Venice. They're going to visit Pisa, Florence, and Venice. And then, they're going to stay in Italy for 6 days. In total. And then they're going to drive back to Germany, passing through the Austrian Alps. They're going to spend 1 night. Pasar la noche is to spend, como gastar dinero. They're going to spend 1 night in Innsbruck, and then they're going to drive back to Heidelberg, the starting point. Punto de partida, starting point. Ahora bien. All right. Pero something happened, and the trip is canceled. Se ha cancelado el viaje. Ha habido un imprevisto. Y han tenido que cancelarlo todo. Ahora, voy a decir lo que iban a hacer, pero al final no hicieron. Yes. Paula Eisenbach was going to start her vacation tomorrow morning. Poor girl. ¿Dónde está la chiquita aquí? Paula. ¿Eh? Pobrecita. Sorry. Fue cancelado. Problems with Tom. Paula Eisenbach was going to start her vacation tomorrow morning. She was going to rent a car and drive to Paris. Now, no. She was going to Paris with her friend. Iba a París con su amigo. Iba a ir con su amigo. She was going to go, or she was going. She was going to Paris with her friend Tom. They were planning. También planificando. They were planning to spend 3 days in Paris. Yes. And then they were going to drive to Monte Carlo in the south, on the Mediterranean coast. Yes. They were going to stay. I was, you were, he was, she was, they were, we were. They were. They were planning to stay 2 nights in Monte Carlo. But now, too late. They were going, after that, then, they were going to drive to Italy. And they were going to spend some time in Pisa. They were going to visit Florence, and they were going to visit Venice. Mucho V aquí. Visit Venice. They were going to spend 6 days in Italy. And then they were planning to go back to Germany they were going to pass through the Austrian Alps, los Alpes Austriacos. They were planning to spend one night in Innsbruck, and then they were going to drive back to Heidelberg. But it was canceled. It was canceled. Fue cancelado. So they were going to do a lot of things. They were going to do a lot of things. What is the biggest city they were going to visit? Well, the biggest city they were going to visit is Paris. And excuse me, I don't remember. Where were they planning to go after Paris? They were planning, I think, if I remember right, somos positivos en inglés. Si recuerdo bien, en español soy negativo. Si mal no recuerdo, if I remember right, they were going to go to Monte Carlo. Yeah, but how many days were they going to stay in Monte Carlo? I think, if I remember right, they were going to stay in Monte Carlo for 3 days. No. 4? No. Well, I'll tell you tomorrow in the next class.